Incremental greetings, this is Guillem Palau, also known as William Palace from Puzzle Learning, Supermemo. Last time I carried out a little experiment of how the ratings were affecting the intervals. So last time was due to randomness that sometimes rating number 5, the easiest, was lower than number 3. So we will have a working hypothesis. In this video I already did the experiments, I'm just showing the results, the conclusions. So the question is, does the random range of a given interval overlaps with different user ratings? Here I have the 3 possible ratings you have as a success, recall. So the question is, 3 overlapping with 4 and 4 overlapping with 5? Or either case, there's a 3-way overlap. So some intervals will be possible to have with rating 3 and 5, but not 4, or all of them at the same time. So overall, I do have 30 data points. How Memo is giving you the information is with dates. So I transform this data to actual intervals. So as you can see, it's roughly half a year, most of the cases. So, and that's actually the plot I did. So first conclusion is, let's start with the maximum. As you may expect, the maximum interval, 234 days, is achieved by the easiest rating, number 5. Then rating number 4, and then rating number 3. So this is descending. The strictest the rate, the lower the rating, the lower the maximum interval. But that's not true for the lowest. As you can see, I got the lowest interval 152 days 3 times. And 2 times with the blue is rating number 3. It's the easiest, I the hardest, so that makes sense. But I got one with the highest rating possible. So with rating number 5, I got the absolute minimum. At least the minimum I got with 10 tries each. Second is that, okay, we did the maximum and the minimum. What about the average? So the highest average actually is not the rating number 5, but rating number 4, with 193 days. As you can see, it's the orange. The lowest is not that low, and the highest is not that high, because the range is the smallest, but the average is the highest among the 3. So the rating I have here, based on my data, is that if I have just one item that I want to have the maximum interval possible, the easiest, I do rating 5. It's not guaranteeing maximum interval, but what I know is the maximum is achievable by this rating. So if I have more items, so let's say 300 items, what I aim now instead of the maximum is the average. So I want the average interval be as high as possible. So in that case, based on my data, will be rating number 4, because by average is the highest one. And even more than that, rating number 5 is not just lower than 4, it's lower than 3. Actually, it's the lowest one. It will be nice to see with more data or more items to carry on this experiment, because I am so dependent of the actual results. So this will have, I will try to do this eventually with an AutoHotkey script if I can grab the data from the interface, and carry on with thousands of repetitions. But for now, what the conclusion I have is that this is the result. There's an overlap of all 3 possible scenarios of each rating. So there's a 3-way overlap. It's not this case that you may expect that 3 and 5, rating 3 and 5 will never merge, overlap each other. It is. It is the case. That's the only thing I wanted to prove in this video.